Hello everyone, so now we are going to do one more lab. In this class we are going to learn how we can enable the OSPF. So if you see here we are using two router R1 and R2. If you see here we are going to use the two loopback for R1. That one is loopback 0, we can say loopback 0 is 1.1.1 and loopback 1 is 11.11.11.11. And this is a R1. I am using router 2811 model, and the subnet between the two router we are going to use 192.168.12.0, and R2 is having the loopback 0 2.2.2 and loopback 1 will be 22.22.22.2 22. So here what we are going to learn, how we can configure the OSPF by using interface method. Okay, and we are going to do the configuration. After that we are going to run some show command like show IP interface brief, show IP OSPF, show IP OSPF neighbor, show IP OSPF interface brief, show IP OSPF interface, like basic commands we are going to do. So let's start. First we will do the configuration. So I will take the console of the R1 and here I am going to start the configuration. So if you see here, I will do here, let me start the configuration. First of all I will give the name. Okay, I will change the name of the router. So if you see, by using the host name we are going to change the name of the router. I will give the new name as R1. After that I will assign the IP address. So I will write fast Ethernet 0 by 0. Then I will write the IP address. And if you see here, we plan to use this subnet, that is 192.168.12.0. So I am going to write here 192.168.12.1. This router will have 12.1 and this router will have 12.2. Okay, so I will use 12.1, give space and write the subnet mask. This is a class C, so we will write the subnet mask, then we will write no shut. After that we are going to create the loopback, so I will write loopback 0. I will write the loopback 0 and I will give the IP address of that one. Okay, IP address of that one I will give that one. So what I will do here, I will this is a loopback 0. I will assign the IP address 1.1.1.1. then I will write the subnet mask 255.0.0.0. so this is a loopback 0 is done. Now I will do the loopback 1. And what is IP for loopback 1? Loopback 1 IP is 11.11.11.11. give space, write 255.0.0. so this way we enable here, we have IP address, we assign the IP address to this router. Now we are going to configure the OSPF. So I will write router OSPF 1. Process ID you need to type. I can use the process ID from 1265535. Anything you can use. Let me use 65535. Okay, I use this process ID. You can use anything, no problem. After that what I will do, I will go under interface fast Ethernet 0 by 0. Then I will write here IP OSPF 1 area 100. You can use any area. I am using area 100. You can use any area. So now in this lab we are going to use all routers should be in the area 100. So now I will go to the loopback 0. I will write here IP OSPF 1 area 100. Then I will write here to the another loopback, that is a loopback 1, and I will put here IP OSPF 1 area 100. Okay, so this way we configure the R1 and now we will go for the R2. So I saved the configuration already. Let me go to R2. In the R2 we are going to assign the IP and we are going to do the configuration. So if you see here, let me move this here, or what I will do, I will move this way. Okay, now we can do our configuration. So first I will change the name of the router. I will write here host name R2 and then interface fast Ethernet 0 by 0. I will assign the IP address. As we told, we are going to use IP 192.168.12.2, 255.255.255.0. I will write here no shut. Then I will create the loopback 0. I will assign the IP as IP address. We are using here 2.2.2.2, 255.0.0.0. Then I will write here interface loopback 1 and then IP address 22.22.22.22. give space 255.0.0.0. Okay, so this way we assign the IP address. Now we are going to configure the OSPF. So I will write router OSPF 1 if you can use the process ID anything. Process ID is a locally significant, there we give some number, here I am giving 100. Okay, your wish, you can give anything. Then I will write interface fast Ethernet 0/0. Then I will write IP OSPF 1 area 100. Okay, area 100, we are using that side 100, so area should be same. If they are in different area, opposite connected, directly connected router should be in the same area. So I enable here area 100, and interface loopback 0, I will write here interface, let me write here interface loopback 0. Okay, I think something I miss here, let me do again. Interface loopback 0, I will write here IP OSPF 1 area 100. Then I will write here interface loopback 1, and here also I will enable IP OSPF 1 area 100. Now we enable the OSPF for the loopback 0, loopback 1. Now we can write show IP route to check the route whatever we are learning. If you see, we are learning this route from the OSPF. O stands for OSPF. If you see, this is a O. O stands for OSPF, this one, and this is the another O. This one is 11.11.11. If you want to check the direct OSPF, you can write show IP route OSPF and press enter. You will get whatever route you are learning from OSPF. Okay, if you want to check the other, you can write show IP OSPF to get the detail. Here you will get the detail, what is the router ID, what are the router ID, and all other information you will get if you write this one. If you see here, supported by this LSA and the router ID and the timer also you have. But anyhow, let me show you another command which we are using most of the time, show IP OSPF neighbor. So with this one you will get the neighbor information. If you write, this is the neighbor ID, this is the priority, this is the state full, and this is a DR or BDR, this is a dead timer, this is the IP address of the neighbor, and this is the interface. If you check the other thing, you can write show IP OSPF interface brief. So it will show you whatever interface are in the OSPF. If you see this interface in the OSPF, that is fast Ethernet 0/0 and loopback 0 and loopback 1 are, these all three interface are in the, which what we can say, this all interface are in the OSPF. If you want to check the database, you can write show IP OSPF database to get the database detail. If you see here, this is a database. In that one you have the router ID, you have the process ID, and this is the area, which area we are using, and this is the router link, that is LSA1. This is the router LSA. In this one you have the link ID and the advertise router, AS time, sequence number, checksum value, how many links they are advertising. They are advertising 3 links. Then you have the network LSA generated by the DR within the same area, and this is a link ID, this is advertise router ID, AS time, sequence number, and this is a checksum value. Okay, so this way we will check the database table. We check the neighbor table, we check the database table, we check the routing table. So this way we will configure the OSPF, and we will write the show command to check the OSPF output. And you are learning the route from the OSPF, that is 1 and 11.network. If you want to verify here also, you can go here also, and here you can write show IP OSPF neighbor, so you will get the neighbor information. If you write show IP OSPF database, you will get the database. If you write show IP route OSPF, you will get the routing table. You are learning this route 2.2.2 and 22.22.22.2 with the OSPF. Okay, so I hope this is clear. This is a basic simple lab. Just in this lab, what we done, we enable the OSPF in this 2 router, and we are learning the routes with the help of OSPF. Okay, I hope it is clear. In case if you have any doubts, you can WhatsApp us, join our Telegram channel, and like our Instagram, and you can ask your question there. Okay, thank you.